going on, everybody? Venom Blade back again. Messing around with the Titanfall Beta and just gonna kind of do a review on it. I really enjoyed this game. I also a little biased, but I've been waiting for this. I bought an Xbox One just to play it, you know. So I had really high expectations for it, and I still managed to be blown away. The gameplay going on in the background is just, I want to say it's my second, maybe my third game of playing it, period. So you can kind of see I'll probably be kind of derpy here and there, still trying to get used to the maps and figuring out where people go and stuff. But I think they really hit it on the mark for this game. Just making it absolutely a blast to play no matter your skill level. Whether that changes as more people play it or not, I'm not sure, you know. But the way I understand it is it's set up 6 versus 6. It's always multiplayer from what I understand. As far as I know, there's no campaign that I've heard about. I need to do research and see because I'm curious. But 6 versus 6, but they also throw in bots, which are called minions. There's two different kinds, grunts and specters. As far as a number of those, I couldn't tell you. They just seem to kind of come in whenever. But mixing in the players and the bots make the game, in my opinion, just a lot of fun whether you're good or not. You can have a terrible score versus players. You can go 3-7, 3-15, but if you kill 20 minions in there, you know, you still feel like you're doing something and you're contributing. I think that's a really important part to a multiplayer game. Is even when you're having a bad night, you can still kind of feel good about it, you know. Other parts, the parkour of this is freaking awesome. The maps are fairly large for a first-person shooter game. You know, I don't think they're quite to the extent that the Battlefield games usually go, but they're fairly large. But the fact that you can move the way you can in this game just makes you be able to close the distance a lot faster than you would think you could. So it doesn't feel like the maps are huge, and that's a really cool thing in my opinion. It seems like on the Xbox One, that's the only thing. I didn't play it on the PC or nothing. It seems like it's dedicated servers, and you select the region that you live in, and whether that changes for the beta, you know, if they're going to add more regions or what, it's hard to say. We'll find out on the 11th when it comes out. But what else? The Titans, yeah. Really hard to play, to fight when you're on your feet, but they do have this thing called rodeoing, so you can jump on the back of them and you kind of rip open their headpiece, head plate, whatever, and you get to shoot your gun inside of that. You also get your anti-Titan weaponry, like it's specific. You get this lock-on rocket launcher that I'm using in this game, or there's one called the Sidewinder, which shoots multiple rockets at a higher speed, but for less damage, obviously. So fighting the Titans, you know, it can be intimidating as hell when you start off with it, but as you get to going and stuff, you feel like you can kind of dodge them. You know, you're the quick little agile guy, so once you get used to that and get past the point that it's a giant robot trying to kill you, it makes it a little easier and a little less stressful, I guess. But one thing I've noticed with this is just it's kind of always action. You know, there's a lot less downtime. And there's no real reason for people to be camping too much. You know, so it kind of seems to me like they took the best parts of a lot of the major FPS franchises, Halo and Gears, and there's some Call of Duty elements and Battlefield elements, you know. Brink for the parkour stuff, that was pretty much the game that really tried to do that, and it failed, but they did make the attempt, and maybe in a way inspired this game to do it right, because I haven't noticed anything too terrible about it. The other cool thing is you pretty much always get your Titan. It's not like a kill streak or anything like that where you have to be doing good to be able to get one and stuff. It seems like you just kill a few guys or whatever, and then it'll tell you that your Titan will be available in 2 minutes. And then anything you do on top of that, whether you kill players, kill Titans, kill minions, it takes time off of that. So you will get it. Some people will get it faster than others if they're doing really well, you know, but at least you will always get your Titan. They also have a way in there where you can leave it on auto mode, where you don't actually have to control it. You can still run around shooting people and stuff, which is a nice feature, you know, because maybe you don't want to be out running around just in your Titan. You want to be out rodeoing Titans and stuff, but that your auto Titan can give you a lot of backup and stuff. So those types of things, in my opinion, are quite helpful. You know, make the game just more. You can choose how you play, I guess I should say. You know, play your own style, and this is pretty open to that. So, yeah, I have also, you know, this, like I said, this was my second or third game or whatever. We played quite a bit this night. I would imagine this was the Friday night after the beta came out or whatever, and then we played Saturday and Sunday night. So I got a few highlight videos that I can put up, or that I'm going to put up. So, just kind of more the fun action stuff, and kind of try to show off some of the stuff you can do. I mean, I'm not a very good player at any first-person shooter game when it comes compared to other players. So, you know, those kinds of things for me, when I did stuff the way it was supposed to be, that's a big thing for me. I did well, you know. And I didn't really care about my score when I was playing, which is one thing, you know, that I enjoy that they made it that possible. Because when you're just sitting there trying to be on the top of the leaderboard and stuff, for me it takes the fun out of it. And you're just, you know, frustrated because you're doing awful, or this guy is just absolutely terrorizing you or whatever. You can still run into that in this game, but it's less of a detriment. You don't feel so bad about it because of the fact that you can. If you just want to run around killing minions all day, just do it. Run away from the players. It's not going to really take away from your gameplay experience, you know. I mean, in this game, you know, I feel like I did well. Watching it again, you know, I see I die a whole bunch from players and stuff, and a lot of my kills are on minions, you know. But that's part of the fun of it, and you still get points for that stuff, and you're still helping the team out with that stuff. So, as long as they keep the lag down and these dedicated servers do what they're supposed to do, then it should be a really good game that a lot of people get behind, especially from the first-person shooter community. So, I have very high hopes. High expectations, but, you know, like I said, I had high expectations coming into it, and I still got blown away by it. So, I haven't, and it's been a long time since I've said this is the best game that I played, you know, for a long time. And it really is. It is the best game I've played in a long time. And I only got to play it for like 3 days, so these next couple of weeks are going to be agony just waiting for it to come out. But yeah, so we only ever did play attrition, which is the death match. So I haven't gotten into the other game modes to see how those are. We just kind of stuck with what we knew, so we could get the mechanics down and see how they worked and stuff like that. Pretty much constantly played with Rabbit. You should know him from most of my videos have him in it. So, but I guess that's pretty much what I got to say on the game. I enjoyed playing the beta, and I cannot wait for the game to come out. So, alright guys, till next time, this is Venom Blade. Let us.